I remember that I was going to do a review on this person, but I decided it would be more deserved if I did a rant instead. There's a large difference between rants and reviews, especially when it comes to the content on my channel, and this would most certainly be a rant, especially when we're talking about Cyberkitten. Cyberkitten is supposedly Sans wife and girlfriend, even though that's not physically possible. Are you divorced or not? Make up your mind. She's an artist, but she's not an animator, because she never animates anything. She only draws. Her animation memes are bad quality with poor drawings and still images, not even creating an illusion of movement, which is exactly what animation is, and she claims that she's better than everyone else at specifically art and animation. You know what's up. You probably only came here to tell me that there's enough Cyberkitten rants already. And you're right. But I decided to bring up some pretty obvious things that for some reason no one has ever mentioned, not in the comment section or in other rants. And I decided to bring up those things that maybe you guys have never thought of before. And no, this is not the typical, oh, we're gonna look at cringe comps and yeah, well, you're not right, Cyber, and oh, yeah, that's not true, you're just putting popular animators, blah, blah, blah. No, that's what we see in pretty much every single video about Cyberkitten, related to Cyberkitten on the web. So instead, we're gonna start with her animation memes, but specifically the ones that she claims are collabs, but clearly are not. And I'm going to explain why. First, we have her pose meme, which is supposedly a collab with Nyan Kitty, her friend.
Here's a dance you want to do. Let me introduce to you. Posing, everybody pose. Here's a dance you want to do. Let me introduce to you. Posing, everybody pose.
Now you cannot tell me that this is a collab with the exact same handwriting for both of you. In fact, you both have extremely similar styles. Like, where is the diversity between these girls' art styles and animations? They're all just the exact same with the same exact styles. And there are few to no differences between these girls' channels and their content. I don't know, maybe one of them, if they really are two separate people, just wrote both of these words. But I would like to think Cyberkitten's the one who wrote Pose, and obviously based on the colors, and Nyan Kitty vice versa. But here's the thing, they have pretty much the exact same handwriting. I understand it's possible to have similar handwriting, but like, come on, there are too many coincidences between these girls. And not just Cyber and Nyan Kitty, I'm talking about Inferno too. For one thing, just look at Nyan Kitty. There's this extremely dark purple and then this extremely bright red. To be honest, these girl styles are extremely similar to one another. The anatomy is very poor on each of them. The arms are long noodles and change in length, and that's basically the same with all their body parts. They also all draw their sans magic the exact same way, just these flat lines. How is Nyan even using the sans magic to pick up this knife here? I don't think you really need sans magic for every single thing you do. Are you weak enough to the point where you need to use a fictional skeleton's magic to complete daily activities? Can we just appreciate how there are these random pauses where there's not even any drawings on the screen? Like, that's just a really nice final touch. Looking at this in black and white, I can't even tell what the heck Nyan's fingers are doing. Like, does she have fingers? Is Nyan even a girl? I don't even really know what they're doing at this point. Nyan is probably completely messy, just the messiest of all of them. And here's exactly why. The person behind these three fake accounts knew for a fact that Inferno and Cyber styles look too similar to one another. So when they jumped over to Nyan style, they decided, screw it, we're just gonna make a bunch of scribbles, just completely mess the whole thing up. They used the circle tool, they drew a bunch of random shapes all over the place that are completely flat, there's literally no value, they just made these random whiskers, they literally just messed the whole thing up. They also added no outline whatsoever to the character just to ensure that we have no idea what's going on with the body or body proportions. Like, most of the time you can't even tell where Nyan's arms are or anything like that. I'd also like to mention that Inferno's head bobbing tween the animation whatever is completely screwed up. The neck just kind of sits there as some kind of... Is that like the square tool right there? I swear to God. Then the head detaches from the neck every single loop. The ears are also messed up on hers and make it look like it's supposed to be some kind of semi-side view. There's no other way I can really say that. When in reality, it's actually meant to be a front view. Cyber's arms are just weird AF. They go all over the place and like, do you have stretchy arms? Maybe that's your superpower. That should be your superpower instead of sans magic. You'd be good at drawing it. It's also super obvious they use tools for the hearts up here. Real effort. Okay, Hold up. In their one cringe compilation, they basically talk about how Darling did the meme wrong, and look at this. It just doesn't work when you do the meme with 3 people, okay? Like, you gotta choose 2 people. This meme is mainly about 2 people in love with each other. You can't just be cheating on Inferno with Nyan and cheating on Nyan with Inferno. She also insults someone and calls him a gay faggot in another cringe compilation, so you know. That's always nice to see hypocrisy. Inferno's ears, like, just change shape and... What? Stop it! Stop it! They also repeat the same frames over and over and over again, like just the exact same crappy looking facial expressions. There is no diversity or anything interesting in this meme. Let's just choose to not talk about Inferno's blush here. The next video is killing Kitty Dog, yay! Now if you think you've seen laziness, just wait and hold on a second. Pause the video right now, and if you're an artist, just draw this. Just draw 2 legs, 2 white legs being completely chopped off by this electrical eel thingy, I don't even know. And tell me how long it took you to just duplicate this picture but in a better way. Multiply that by about 7 frames and you pretty much got yourself this thing. And I didn't count these 2 because there's almost nothing added to them. So it took probably like less than 5 minutes to create this monstrosity. And yes, Cyberkitten was still too lazy. They only put, what are those? Gotta stick the vine in there and then call other people cringy. Cringy isn't even a word. And cringe is not an adjective, no matter how much you want it to be. Maybe I shouldn't have counted these frames either, because there are hardly any differences, like, honestly. Why are their ears down? They should be dangling up. Her tail is completely gone here. Like, what's even happening at this point? I don't really know. She says, help me please, friends. Is she looking at the screen or what? Because I can't even tell. Where do you think you're going? So if this is like if these are like just electric eels or whatever in the heck they are, then why aren't you getting stung by them? Are you just some kind of, you're just a Mary Sue, right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Then she gets locked up with these chains. What is happening though? Is this her ear or her tail? Because I thought it was her tail. And basically we're just staring at this frame for about like 80 seconds and then it finally switches over to this as if we're blind and can't see that clearly within a second. My ear/tail got chopped off. That is a giant ear compared to your arms or tail or whatever in the heck it is. I think Kitty Dog could easily beat you with ears like those. She turned to like Dumbo with those ears. Let's put someone with 1 million views on here. Oh, let's put another person with 1 million views on here. Let's put yet another person with almost 1 million views on here. So let's first take a look at her commentary on Kitty Dog. You know, the one she tried to kill earlier but failed miserably because it can't kill over the internet if you have basic human logic. Really? The circle tool? You are kidding, right, Kitty Dog? Oh yes, the circle tool, like you weren't using it earlier. Yeah, totally. You are a disgusting beast. Your original character is disgusting. Your spelling is disgusting, as completely random words are capitalized all over the place for absolutely no reason at all. They have no purpose. Did you really have to add the little Kitty Dog doll hanging? Why? Again, looking at these giant ears, I think she could easily beat you in a fight. She's actually way bigger than you if you think about a Cyberkitten, but you know, thinking is one of your weak points. You don't even describe how her character is disgusting. You post no reasoning or evidence whatsoever whenever making 100,000 disturbing claims. Try getting better at animation before posting anything on YouTube. Yeah, just tell them to get better at it without any actual advice or constructive criticism, you know? Yeah, just let them get better first. Yeah, you know, it's not like there's always room for improvement or anything. There's just this one point when you stop improving and Kitty Dog has to wait until that point and then she can finally post things on YouTube because there's this such thing as perfect in the world. And I swear, if anyone didn't understand the satire, you post animations on YouTube because you want to share them with other people and get advice and constructive criticism, not bullcrap like this. Maybe you should learn how to be a decent human being before showing off and telling everyone else, oh, I'm such an amazing human being. How about you start acting like one before you start bragging, girl? Her commentary about Staria, oh look, the middle finger. Very poorly drawn. This is super crappy and she traced all of someone else's work. Whose work? Literally, whose work? You never actually clear up whose work Starya supposedly traced. When I first discovered this channel, I'm like, oh, at least she doesn't trace. Nope, she just accuses other people of tracing. Lazy and unoriginal, and how does she have that many... Hold up, girl. You're expecting an animation meme to be original? You're living in a whole different world, apparently. You do animation memes too, so don't call someone else unoriginal. Besides, Staryat's version of the copycat meme is actually quite original compared to the others. But when you leave it alone, it's still technically not that original. That doesn't mean it's not good necessarily. She could be doing animation memes for practice, and even if she's not, who cares? They're still very well made. Her art is not traced from anyone, and even though there is a high lack of animation in this particular meme, that doesn't make it necessarily bad. So no, it's not lazy, but your artwork is, and your attempt at being a human being is lazy. And saying someone is the leader of ISIS when you know for a fact that they are not is also really lazy. The leader of ISIS probably wouldn't have that many subscribers. Wait, does that mean people with a lot of subscribers, yourself, are the leaders of ISIS? Would that make me be the leader of ISIS? That's a lot of leaders of ISIS. Now let me just address real quick that Ghostface Nicole admits that in this video her tweening is very weak. Of all the videos where she says that, oh, the tweening is kind of weak, I'm sorry, I was at 3 a.m. editing this, don't judge me. Of all the videos, like this is the one video where she mentions that, and of course, out of all the videos, Cyberkitten chooses this one and says she thinks she is good at animating. Gay faggot nose flaring. How does a nose flare? Do you even know what that means, Cyber? This is starting to get very difficult to take seriously. Again, she insults someone for being a gay faggot, but did you see the Jenny meme? You don't want to kill yourself now. If you had wanted to, you probably would have, but you didn't. You're very weak if you want to kill yourself after seeing someone else's hard work. Wow, look at that, more professional stuff. Personally, I like Sleepy King. He's probably my favorite animation memer, but there is something he needs to stop. He needs to get his timing right. I don't even need to respond to that part. Also, the way his body parts moves... Darling is such an idiot. She isn't doing the meme right. Jenny meme. She always extends it. Not really. She very rarely extends her memes. She tries to get attention by everyone thinking that she's original by extending the song. How dumb do you even have to... It's not the meme if you extend it and change it up. I stopped it earlier because I was done with you. Ew, it's a show. Anyone who likes that show should go die in a bloody train wreck. I'm literally throwing up because of this garbage show and animation. I think this person just came out of the wound. If you'd actually thrown up ever before in your life, I think you would actually know what it looks like, how it sounds like, yeah, you know, all the disgusting stuff. Knowing that, as you are supposedly 18 years old, why does it look like that? An 18-year-old would know for a fact that vomit is not like that at all. You are not throwing up because of this quote-unquote garbage show and animation. You're throwing up because you're weak, and your character is actually the one vomiting. You suck at drawing. You should have been aborted. Oh no, someone is better than me at art. I have to shame them. I have to, they needed to be aborted just because they don't have that much experience, which they obviously do because their drawings are quite impressive actually. Screw this piece of crap. I don't even need to say anything else about Cyberkitten's channel. That's basically it. You get killing videos, you get cringe comps. Not really anymore though. Not anything anymore to be honest. Her channel is dead. But yeah. Screw you.